So the car HMI, the human-machine interface, will displays actually perform a bigger role. If you look at it already, you can see things like, for example, the digitization of the dashboard. So what you previously had was analog dials and maybe a small digital screen in between, and then you had the infotainment system, and there was a relatively large screen there, maybe 720p or 1080p. All these things are heading towards a digital dashboard.
The displays will play a different role in the future, not necessarily bigger. The display will have more an experience feeling in the car, but potentially less of a need for the driver assistance because a lot of it will be self-automated. Today displays, one of the main functions is to provide information to the driver. If you don't need a driver, that part is not going to be a requirement anymore, but there will be a lot more infotainment and experience within the car. People will be expecting to play games, to watch TV, or to have the news in the car, or even have the feeling that they are at home. So they will be important, but they will be important more on the experience rather than in the driving in the car.
Yeah, I think people have a real sense of screens in the car today being there for navigation, being there maybe for entertainment in the back seat, being controls that you look at occasionally. But as we get into a more complex environment in the car, you've got more assisted driving features, for example, then the ability to get into those, to fine-tune them, to see what is going on in the car at any given time is very much driven by HMI.
Depending on the sort of the level of the car model, a top-of-the-range executive luxury sedan, and they're looking at something like 14 different screens. One is dashboard wide. It's not an 8K screen; it's an 11K screen, but it's not very deep. Over time, you're going to move towards a situation where all surfaces in a car could be a screen. A huge amount of an explosion of screens in the car. At the moment, you've probably got on average 2. That will go up, and the resolutions will go up. So you're looking at today 720p screens, 1080p screens, multiple 2K screens, multiple 4K screens, 8K screens, and beyond.
When you're not driving, it really doesn't matter so much what's out there in the real world through the windscreen, but you probably need quite a lot of reassurance about what the car is seeing. And so suddenly the display might be showing you the representations of the car's cameras or sensors, the various things it's seeing, either with LiDAR or whatever it is, things that you personally can't see, but would like to see represented in the HMI, so okay, this car knows what's going on, I can trust its decisions, look, it's showing me the paths it's going to take, and all of that suddenly comes into the HMI experience, and it's quite different and very interesting.